everyone, my name is Jen Antunes and welcome to my channel where we come together and share our passion about things beauty. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a variety of products that I have finished up over the last couple months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my final thoughts on each of the products and then let you know whether or not I would repurchase it. Now, unlike the last time I did an empties video, this time I'm actually only going to be doing one video. So I'm going to be combining my Avon empties along with other brands. This time I just wanted to keep it short and simple. So I got a little skincare, some makeup, some body care, a little of everything. Okay, so I just sorted each of the products into their respective categories, and I have to say, looking at these products, um, there's gonna be some issues with some of them. So I'm going to start off with the category that I have the least amount in, and that is body care. I only have two products. So I'm going to start off with the Bath & Body Works Pretty as a Peach Foaming Sugar Scrub. Now, I absolutely loved this scrub. It was super thick and it definitely helped smooth out my skin. Like, I really loved using it on my elbow area and on my knees. I just loved it. But then one day I went and picked up my bottle and I noticed that there was like some dark in the cap. And I'm like, what is that? So I opened it up. Can you see? That is mold. So as soon as I saw that, took this out of my shower and I put this to the side because I definitely wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. That is just not good. Now, sadly, I will not repurchase this product because of the mold situation. I can't have that around me, can't have that in my house around my kids. Mold can do major damage to your lungs, to your health. And for those of you who know, I've already having health issues, so having this around me, no, not healthy. So the last body care product is the Avon Senses Fresh Bergamot and Wild Mint Shower Gel. I really did love this. I've always loved Avon Senses shower gels, even before I was an Avon representative. Remember those shower gels that have like the hook on it? I love those. I actually have some over there, but I'm too lazy right now to go get one. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is a new collection from Avon Senses that came out this past summer. And this was the first one I tried. And I have to say, I love it. I love it even more so than the old Avon Senses shower gels. This shower gel is much more thicker and a little goes a long way. I know with the other shower gels, like I would go through those bottles like no one's business. But this one actually lasted me because, like I said, a little went a long way. And it really would get all sudsy and oh, and it smells amazing. I just love it. So, yes, I will be repurchasing this. I'm actually thinking of trying out some of their other scents. They all sound wonderful. So, now on to skincare. For that, I only have three products. So, the first one I'm going to do is the e.l.f. Bounce Back Jelly Cleanser with Hydrating Coconut. I actually got this in my e.l.f. order that I had purchased for my e.l.f. full face back in July, August. And I ended up using this cleanser when I went to the Cape with my boys, and I finished it off when I got home. And it was so funny because when I used this, it smelled like salt water. Like it smelled like I was at the beach. It was just so weird. This was a super lightweight cleanser. It definitely cleaned off my face and it wasn't harsh. Now, at the time that I was using this, my skin was going through it. It was struggling, trying to hold on to hydration. I was just having a pain of a time in keeping my skin hydrated. And I really didn't notice this helping, but I also didn't notice it hurting either. If you get what I'm saying. Now, will I repurchase this? I would have to say no because I have come across other cleansers that I prefer more so, but I'm not mad that I got this in my elf order and that I was able to get to try it out. Now the next one is the same. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And that is the Tarte Micellar Magic Makeup Remover and Cleanser. Now I had picked this up because it was in a BoxyCharm box and so many people were raving about this. So because I didn't get it in my BoxyCharm box, I went and purchased it myself. And I have to say, I prefer my Anew Hydrofusion Micellar Water. That is super hydrating. It removes makeup. And I mean, this was just kind of like a basic micellar water. I didn't see anything special with it, especially for the price of it. So, no, I will not be repurchasing this. It's just because, just like with the e.l.f. Jelly Cleanser, I've come across another product that I prefer. Now, the next is the Anew Clinical Extra Strength Retexturizing Peel. So what these are is these are little exfoliating pads that you would use to exfoliate your skin. Now, I will have to say, if you have sensitive skin, if you have dry skin, this is not for you. No, 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 no. Do not use this. This is very strong. So if you're looking for a very strong exfoliant, this will do it. But like I said, if you have sensitive skin, if your skin is super dry, nope, nope, nope. Now my skin is sensitive, but it's not very sensitive. It tends to be more sensitive, I guess, like when my skin is dry. So I was able to use this on like my oily days throughout the summer. But once my skin started drying up and I used this, I started getting major like breakouts and rashes all over my skin. I was like, nope, nope. So I ended up just throwing out the last few pads I had in it because I knew I was going into the winter where my skin struggles with dryness and it was not going to, no. No, I will not be repurchasing this because if this is not something that I can use on a regular basis, I just I don't want to take the chance because I can't guarantee every time I use it, it will work. Now onto makeup. So this is the last category, but it is the category that has the most products. Of course. So I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I have to say, this is probably my favorite drugstore pore eraser product. I love this even more so than the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. This was thicker, and I noticed a dramatic difference with my pores disappearing when I used this compared to the putty where I feel like I have to like constantly layer it onto my skin. So I will definitely be repurchasing this once I get through my e.l.f. Poreless Putty, which I am working on daily on getting rid of that. Next is the L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 201 Classic Ivory. And I love this. This was like my go-to foundation for the last few months. I loved wearing this. It was super lightweight. It has SPF 15 in it, and it just made my skin just look so beautiful. I loved it. Now, I do know that they have a matte version of this, which I highly recommend for those of you who have oily skin, because I noticed when I used this on those really hot summer days when my oil T-zone was going crazy, it definitely heightened my oiliness. But other than that, I love this. So I will definitely be picking one of these up, especially as we go into the winter dry months. That's where my skin gets super dry, and this is going to add a beautiful, natural, glowing finish to my skin, and I'm going to love it. Now, the next is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer. And I'll have to say, when I first used this, I really did love it. But then, I don't know if it's the sponge or if maybe my preferences changed, but I started to not like it. It kind of felt like heavy on my skin, and I noticed that it was settling into my fine lines right here and creasing. So I really don't see what the big hype was over this. It's not for me. So I will not be repurchasing this. There are so many other concealers that work for me and that I love. Yeah, I'm not looking for a concealer that is going to crease or cause me problems. I need something that is reliable and dependable and is going to last all day. So, sorry. Now, another concealer that I used up is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I had grabbed the mini to try it out, and I'm in the shade Light Sand. Oh, forgot to tell you. The Maybelline concealer, I am in shade Cool Ivory. So, to get back to the Tarte Shape Tape, I really do love this concealer, and I am going to be going to pick up a full size of this. Actually, I think I already did. When I went to Ulta. I loved the coverage. I loved how it lasted all day. And I was able to pick the right shade for me. I love that I was able to use it underneath my eyes to highlight. And I even used it a few times to prime my eyelids. Now, normally I don't use concealer as an eyeshadow primer, but I was able to use that with this. Hey, if you can use a product, especially ones that are on the more expensive side, for multiple things, I'm all for it. Now, I can see why people may have issues with it. It is on the more dry end of the spectrum, like the formula is more on the dry end. But I understand why you had an issue because I experienced it. You know, the few days I forgot to do my skincare. Shh, don't tell anyone. But on those days, and I used this, I noticed that I had a harder time blending it out. So I would recommend making sure your skin around your eye is very hydrated if you do want to use it. Now, another Tarte product that I used up and I love is the Double Duty Shape Tape Powder. I grabbed the mini to try it out and I love it. I love how it sets my makeup. I love how my skin looks when it's on. I'm just, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I will definitely be going to pick up a full size of this. And last but not least is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. And this is in the shade BFF. I actually ended up using it the last time in my Catrice ColourPop video that I did. And I believe this is the first ever product I've tried from ColourPop. And I loved the formula. I loved how smooth it went on. But the shade for me was not a match. It was just too light for me. And I'm not a big lip pencil wearer, especially when I'm wearing a nude, which is what this is. This is a nude lippy pencil shade. And if I'm going to use a lip pencil when I'm wearing a nude lip color, I'm going to want it to be either match my lip color or be darker. This was lighter. Luckily, I do have a lipstick that is a little bit lighter than my lip color, so that is how I was able to use this up. I am not sure if I'm going to pick up this shade again, but I definitely will be picking up more lippy pencils up. I love the formula. I loved how easy it was to apply, and they are just gorgeous. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what your experiences are with any of the products that I talked about today. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by clicking that like button. And if you haven't done so already, you're welcome to join my beauty world. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and notification bell down below. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.